Hey, I did my technology presentation over the article Game Playing for Maths Learning, Cooperative or Not, and it's by these two. This was a study done in Pennsylvania. The researchers wanted to see whether computer games and cooperative learning could be used together to enrich kindergarten through 12th grade mathematics education. It was a series of web-based computer games known as Astra Eagle. These were used, and these games reinforced academic standards for mathematics. There were three different groups involved, um, and based on the results of the study, the TGT cooperative game playing did show to promote the highest test-based cooperative learning achievement, and it was also favored for encouraging positive math attitudes. There were four games within the web-based computer games of the Astra Eagle. These games contained problems that involved measurement, comparing whole numbers, solving simple equations, and mapping x and y coordinates. There were also three groups involved in this study, the first being TGT, Cooperative Learning. This stands for Teams, Games, Tournament, Cooperative Learning Technique. Um, in this technique, there are three basic elements. The first being teams. Students were assigned to three-member teams. These teams were randomized on equivalent achievement levels. The second element is games. These are skill exercises played during weekly tournaments. And the last element was the tournament. Students represented their teams and competed individually against students from other teams. They then brought the winnings back to the original teams. The next group involved in the study was the interpersonal competitive game playing. In this, students would be playing these games against the computer rather than playing them against somebody else. Their individual scores would then be compared against others in the class. And the last group is the no games computer group, or our control group. And in this, all their work was completely done paper and pencil. The same math drills that they were doing paper and pencil targeted the same skills that the computer games did. So a little bit about this study. There were 125 participants involved. They were also from 6 different fifth grade public school classes in central Pennsylvania. The participants were randomly assigned. The students that were in the TGT cooperative group and the interpersonal competitive game playing group played one math game 2 times a week for 40 minutes. The TGT group also spent the first 10 minutes collaborating, practicing the game, and discussing questions and solutions. And then they spent the last 30 minutes competing against one another on the computer game. The purpose of this study was to see if computer games and cooperative learning could be used together to enrich K through 12 mathematics education. In the article, an expectation from the researchers were TGT cooperative learning would result in significantly higher math performance and math attitudes than those from the other two groups. Here are the results from our study, and we can see from looking at the adjusted scores um, from the table that there was no significant difference found for maths performance between cooperative game playing and competitive game playing, but we can see that they both performed significantly higher than the control group. Also looking at the attitude scores, it indicates that cooperative game playing was significantly higher, and that there were more positive math attitudes than the competitive and control group. Um, the researchers found that the maths game playing did promote test-based cognitive learning achievement, and that the TGT Cooperative Learning Group was also favored over competitive game playing. I believe that continued research on gaming configurations is still needed. We need more data on individual students who are playing by themselves rather than them always competing against someone. And I also think that with technology already being used in the classroom, we as teachers need to feel more comfortable using this technology. Um, Professional development can help this, and even just collaboration among other teachers. Here is the reference for my article. Thank you for watching.